This is Queens with Accents, and I'm your host Natasha, and this is my co-host Nadia. Nadia.
Hello.
And we have a third co-host today again, and we already had her here with us, and she was great. We had a lot of fun. Her name is Julia, and Julia, say hi to people.
Hi, everyone.
She's an artist. She is a beautiful, smart woman, and she's right now in Russia, St. Petersburg, somewhere on her fazenda in the woods.
I'm in my country house. Yeah, not in the woods, but in the fields. But okay, whatever.
And it's a perfect place to talk about today's subject. And today's subject is one of my absolute all-time favorites. It's tada! It will not be, complete without
prepared. Look at her. She came prepared.
Conspiracy theories. Yes.
That looks nice. Good job.
Especially with headset.
You know what, Natasha? We will have to probably think about starting a business and selling those online because you have heard, I don't know if you've heard, but there's a Manhattan-sized comet which is driving currently into the solar system from someplace else, which I don't know where. And a lot of people are saying that it's actually an alien ship. It's not a comet.
I heard about that, actually.
Yes, it's gonna come here in about October, November. It's not gonna hit us or anything, or at least that's not what they think. The people calculations, people who can do the calculations, okay, they're saying it's not gonna hit Earth, but it is going to come into our solar system, unless it is an alien ship, and then we don't know where it's gonna go. But yes, I think we need to start like mass producing those hats and sell them on Etsy. Because yes, if it is an alien ship, we might need those.
It's one size fits all. It's adjustable. Oops, my microphone is so sensitive. So please, people, yes, write me, DM me. I'm gonna personally make it, and Nadia will help me. We're gonna have mass production.
Place your orders now. Because it's coming.
Before they're all gone. Yes, that's right. But we're talking about conspiracy theories. In this, what we're going to do today, we're going to present each other some conspiracy theories, and we're going to see and decide if we heard about them, first of all, if we believe in them or not.
I'm all about like the space alien conspiracy theories. What about the one where we never made it to the moon? Where everything was...
I've heard about that. Yeah.
It was staged, and it was literally just made so that the US can win in Cold War and a race against who goes there first, supposedly.
Did you watch the American Horror Story season where they had all these conspiracy theories kind of in one place? And this one was of those, conspiracy theories about when America never landed on the moon, and they had the whole set, like a movie set done, and they were shooting, from all angles, and how it was actually done. And there was aliens and Area 51 and everything.
But my question is, okay, so if it was not true, right?
Yeah.
If it was just, make believe or whatever, Hollywood production, et cetera, who cares? Do you really care? Like right now, I care more about the comet/alien ship that's currently right now, according to all the cameras, is heading our way. I'm more concerned with that than whether or not we really landed on the moon.
I think if aliens actually knock, in people's door right now, people won't care. People
you know what? But the problem is, I don't think aliens are going to be knocking. If they're coming, I don't think they're coming to be nice to us. I don't think they're going to be like, oh, can we land on the Earth and like talk about things? No, I don't think that's going to, I don't know, that's not going to happen like that. If they have the technology to fly across several systems, right?
Yeah.
They're just going to come and obliterate Earth and take whatever the hell it is that they want to take. I don't know what they want to take, okay? But they're just going to like come and be like, you people are nothing and we're just going to kill you and that's it.
So, like an Independence Day, right?
Yeah, but there's another theory that the aliens are already here, and all those movies like Men in Black are not just the movies, but some kind of hints that our I don't know, like maybe presidents or someone else know about them, or maybe are aliens.
Oh, but right, the Area 51, right? Supposedly the Area 51,
something like this, yes.
and they hide everything and they don't show it to us because to avoid chaos and whatnot. But it's becoming rather real, and I don't know if I want to like. Okay, remember the year 2000, the new year, when we're like, oh, it's the end of the Earth because the Mayan calendar ended.
Yeah. No, I remember the 2000s were a lot of, stress about computers that they would shut down because of this 2000 and
yeah.
I remember this, but Mayan calendar, I think it was 2012.
2012.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, 12.
Maybe that's true. But basically, what happened is probably the dude just died, right? The dude who was like drawing the thing, he just like died or whatever. Or
He didn't finish it.
Or quit his job, and then people are like panicking because, oh my God, the calendar ended. Whatever. Which another theory is that, remember we were talking about how there's a theory of infinite, what is it called? It's called quantum immortality. The theory of quantum immortality. That basically, if you die in one reality, your mind just transgresses or whatever into another reality because there's an infinite number of realities. So essentially, maybe we all died in 2000, but we just didn't know that, and our mind just like went over to another reality, and then we died again in 2012, and then our mind went into that other reality. Who knows?
And yes, there is another theory that we all died and we all are in a purgatory because, we don't know that we're dead and we just have our reality here based on our memories, and this is not real.
Well, that's how it feels right now. So we're stuck somewhere.
But that's for sure.
Do you believe in this theory that aliens are on Earth already and they're govern us?
I don't know if I believe that they, decide something for us, but I don't really think that there is such a possibility that we are the only one who, who has mind in the entire open space. It's not possible for us to be the only ones. So maybe some aliens were here, maybe some aliens are here, maybe they see us, they just don't want to mess with us because we mess with ourselves enough. I don't know, something like this. But I don't think that, I don't think that there is real possibility that all of the governments know about aliens and they, put some of their people or I don't know, things, stuff, some minds to watch over us. I don't think so.
That's what an American Horror Story, that one about conspiracy theories, that in the 1950s those aliens came, and that's how they switched bodies and then invaded, our government and our presidents and everything, and the Kennedy were involved, and some other presidents, whatever they were in those times, I don't remember, Marilyn Monroe and all of that. It's all they had a contract with the American government, obviously, and they speak English as always. Like any aliens that visit our Earth in movies and TV series, they all speak English, perfect English. They never speak any other language, but they always perfect English.
Have you seen those little devices that can translate in real time?
I haven't seen them in real life, but I saw them
there's like headphones or whatever that actually can translate real time. So if we can make that kind of technology, why would you think that somebody who can cross from another galaxy over here cannot make a similar technology? I think it's possible that they can speak English or whatever language they want to speak.
That's right. So we believe in that theory.
But you see, the problem is that like everything that we have seen from the movies, and this is the only credible source that we can have, right, is the movies.
Exactly.
Yes, unless you've been to Area 51, but then somebody erased your memory anyway, so there. You can't remember that. So the aliens usually can take human form. And it doesn't matter where they're from, they can still take human form because apparently we're stupid enough that we cannot, or our psyche, I don't know. We're not prepared enough to accept aliens just yet, right? So in their true form. So therefore they take the form of a person. So we wouldn't even know anyway. So anybody who looks quote unquote weird to us, we're like, oh, that must be an alien because they're weird.
Yeah, but like, what about just recent events, like 2 months, 3 months ago, whatever, those drones over New Jersey and other states. People saw like hundreds and hundreds of drones, and no one knew what it was. The government didn't know what those drones were, and like all TikTok was filled with videos, that people shot of those drones, and the government didn't give any answer. And right now, no one talks about it. Everything disappeared, but people were talking that those were like alien ships. So, what do you think about that? Do you know about that? Did you hear
Okay, drones
about
are
that situation?
and people have money. People can buy drones and do whatever the
But
hell.
it's like hundreds, and they were not like small drones. They were like the size of the truck. Girls, are you not in actually current events space? What's going on? You don't know about those drones?
I haven't heard about the drones. I've heard about this huge blow up thing, balloon that people were saying that, oh, it's a Chinese
That's been a few years ago.
weather
Yeah.
weather
Yeah.
thing,
The spy
weather
balloon.
balloon.
The spy balloon. Yeah. But
So
now they say it was an alien ship. It was aliens.
I don't think Chinese actually confirmed that it was their weather balloon or whatever.
Spy balloon.
It's a
Spy balloon
but
from
I don't
China.
think the Chinese government said yes, it's ours.
Yeah, it was weather balloon. It's spy balloon. Did you hear about that, Yulia?
I've heard about it, and there's actually this program, Redacted, here on YouTube, and sometimes I see some of their videos are about the topic of UFO, and that people see them. Some of the pilots talk about them, but yeah, I see this theme always reoccurring, like in about maybe a month or two, and then it stops, and then reoccurring again. I don't know. Maybe it's the latest trend about
I think it's
aliens.
safe to say that all of us, all three of us, believe in aliens, right? In one form, shape, or way.
Yeah.
100%.
So we believe they exist. Example, a question, right? So if you're abducted by an alien or aliens or whatever, will you ever tell anyone? Because in my head, I'm thinking, if I'm ever abducted, I will never tell anyone because they will put me in a psych hospital.
Same.
I don't know.
I don't think I will tell anyone.
I remember I told you about the date I had with the guy who was presumably abducted by aliens, and there are so many people who are willingly telling their stories, being abducted. I don't know if it's true or not, but probably not. More 99.99%. It's not possible.
What did you think about the guy when he told you I was abducted by aliens?
Yeah, I thought he was nuts. Absolutely.
Right. Did you see him again ever?
No, Jesus, absolutely not. But at the same time, like, well, what I believe is like good thoughts, not crazy ones. But if somebody else tells me that's crazy nuts.
No, but like for real, if you were abducted, would you tell anyone? Would you tell me? Because I believe in aliens, right? Okay, so I believe they exist. So if you were abducted, would you tell me?
I think you think that I'm normal, you probably would believe me.
Really?
I think you would believe me.
You would think I'd believe you? I don't know. I would not tell anyone. I would just shut up and not tell anyone because people would think I'm crazy. I would think I'm crazy.
You know what? Yeah. I don't think that people who are really abducted by the aliens, are still among us. I don't think there's a way to escape the spaceship. If an alien actually thought that you were a good subject to be, to be taken up there, I don't know where, on the spaceship, why would they leave you alone? Why would they, bring you back without erasing your memories, without anything? Like, what's the point? If they need the subject to experiment on, then, oh, well, my rat, here, I'm going to take you. And how many rats or rabbits or dogs do you know that actually leave,
the lab?
The scientists.
Yeah. Not a lot. I didn't.
So I don't think that that's why we think about those people who say that they were abducted by the aliens, that they're crazy, because actually there's this particular thought in your head that I don't think that you would still be alive, walking, talking, and remembering about all of this.
That's true. That's true. Because who prevents them from like faking a suicide or like, oh, it was an accident, like a plane.
And by the way, do you remember how many people actually just disappeared? Some people say that they disappeared without a trace, without anyone see them after that they were actually went through some veil and are in another universe or reality. Some people say that they were abducted by the aliens, and that's why we don't see them. Some believe in magic, some believe in aliens, but maybe some of those who disappeared without a trace were actually abducted, but they're not here to tell us.
I believe that in like old times, right, they had alien encounters many times, and I believe that 100%. And we can see it in the in churches and fresques and in any country, in so many countries, that people couldn't possibly communicate with each other in those times, right? They didn't have any meaning of transportation. They couldn't ride each other, but they all have angels in their paintings, right? Angels have some kind of nymph. We don't know what kind. What is that? What is that nymph? It could be like, a scaphandre or whatever. What is in English? Scaphandre. Well, anyway, well, when I went to Italy, when we walked like in churches, and probably you guys did, I don't know, you probably didn't do the same. I'm not normal in that. I looked at every like old picture and something, especially on the ceilings, because the ceilings, they have this like something is speaking to you, like it's something they saw, not like created. You know what at those times they didn't create, they saw things and they just kind of replicated them. And there's some paintings that actually had like kind of like alien ships in them, which is crazy. I have pictures of them, like this is an alien ship. This is not like they couldn't see it at those times. This is not a bird. This is not, they couldn't see machines. So I'm sure it happened in those times. And there were like not obviously not gossips, but notes, letters from Leonardo da Vinci times, that he was either abducted by aliens or something like that, because he went to some cave, and he stayed in that cave for a bunch of like months or years. I don't remember right now the number, but when he came out, that's when he had all those ideas.
So they put ideas in his head and let him go?
Yeah, something like that. And I believe like a lot of people get ideas from something else. Like, for example, like classical music was created in certain countries at the same particular time, right?
Right,
but like, people who lived very close to each other.
Talk about art, right? Remember the Renaissance?
Exactly, like Michelangelo, Da Vinci, they all lived at the same time.
Like, okay, but what if we think about it this way? Why would they let people go? They would mostly let people go probably for experimentation, if anything, right? And the type of experimentation I'm talking about is longitudinal, where you change something or you tweak something in a gene or whatever, right? And you let that person go, and then you follow that person lineage, right? And see what happened after. Like, how many generations does it take for that gene to like mutation to take over or whatever, or disappear, or what is it? So I think, yeah, if they do let people go, they probably let people go for longitudinal studies.
Yeah.
Perhaps, yeah, well, maybe.
Well, if you go very far in that, but we decided to go talk about conspiracy theories and not creation of the Earth, but just a little like tiny glance, right? And it's about that missing link, right, between an ape and a human being. Like we're missing that link, and obviously the conspiracy theory about it. It was a gene that was, the gene that was modulated, and they wanted to have some kind of somebody who will work for them. But look what happened.
Been to the oh my God, what is the name of it? The Coral Garden or whatever that Ed built. It was this one guy who built that like this huge garden out of huge coral stones, and supposedly he built it by himself, and he was one little scrawny, skinny little guy that built this huge thing. It's here in Florida. Have you ever been?
No.
Never been?
I don't think I ever heard of it. No.
So essentially, right, it's right here. You know what? We should go. We should go.
Maybe.
Because when I went, it was closed. When I went to at one time, it was closed. But essentially, what they're saying is that he possessed some kind of a device
Uh-huh.
I don't know where he got that from, but he had a device that looked like a suitcase or whatever, and that device helped him defy gravity. Supposedly, that was the same device or similar device that helped people build the pyramids, because people still don't understand how they built pyramids, or the explanation that they're giving, it still doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how it makes sense to other people, but
My favorite, my all-time favorite
all-time
conspiracy theory.
favorite is the pyramids, right? How did they make that happen? No, for real, yeah. So apparently he had this device, and he built this huge thing by himself, and those bricks, like those stones of coral that he used, are like tons and tons and tons. They weigh horribly big weights, and he just like rearranged them by himself. And he didn't have any like excavators. He didn't have any, like, what do you call those things? The what am I talking about? The
Crans?
cranes, right? Cranes or whatever.
Yeah,
And
cranes. Yeah,
he didn't
cranes.
have any of that, and he just did it by himself.
It's like exactly, it sounds exactly like, gosh, in England, those stones, that's huge stones. What is it called?
Stonehenge.
Oh, gosh.
Stonehenge.
Oh,
Stonehenge.
yes, exactly. That it was built by Marvel, right? Marvin. Marvel, it's a, no, not
Merlin.
the wizard, and that he was, had some device, but he was a wizard, right, at that time. But if we think now in what we know about technology, that probably wasn't anything, supernatural. That probably was some technological device that could help transfer those huge stones from one place to another, thousands of miles. It was impossible in that time to do physically by person. So it's
Or
like,
maybe
it
he was
sounds
just
like that.
Master Yoda.
Yeah, but what is who is Yoda?
Yeah.
Boom, an
Yeah.
alien.
An alien, because he's green.
That's
and
it.
small.
Yes.
And cute. That is cute one. I would meet that one because he's adorable. Okay.
Well, I don't know. Don't be fooled. How do you know he's not evil just because?
Because he looked like a little munchkin. You cannot have munchkin, evil munchkin. No, you could.
By the way, about this theory that we've never been on moon, I don't believe in this, but there are people who made a theory about all of this, that nobody was in space at all, never ever. It's all a bluff, it's all fake, it's all photoshopped, and that the moon is still flat. And the Earth flatters, I don't know, I've read that there's about 300,000 people who still believe that the Earth is flat.
You came to my favorite, most hateful conspiracy theory. It makes my blood boil when somebody mention it. Like, just don't even when somebody, like, seriously, I had one person who mentioned it like she was serious about it. She's the one who believed
Really?
that. I'm like, don't even start with me. No, we're not gonna do it. This one will kill you. Like, flat Earth. Like, this is not a conspiracy theory. It's a denial of science. That's a different story. It's not aliens. Imaginable.
It's not aliens, but they think that that people who tell the story that the Earth is ellipse, this is the conspiracy theory. I don't know why. I don't even understand how there's so many people who still think that it's true.
Where did it come from? This theory? I don't even know. Where did it come from?
I don't know either. But the thing is that any type of theory, right, or any type of teaching, or any type of even science to begin with, right, it has to serve some kind of purpose, right? So
yeah,
science serves a purpose of explaining why certain things are certain way, right? And then if you're thinking about it, what purpose does it serve for people for different countries, right? All different countries, different
yeah.
To all come together and say, you know what? We're gonna tell people that Earth is round, and we're gonna show them pictures, Photoshop pictures, that Earth is round. What purpose does that serve?
It has no benefits. I don't see any benefits of it.
You see, that's what my thing is, right? Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe because I don't know everything about everything. Maybe you're right. Maybe the Earth is flat. But if that's the case, what purpose do all of those people have that they would come together so unified from different, and you know how people are always fighting about something, right? Different countries are always fighting about different things. What would make them all come together like this and say, yes, it's round? We can't even agree on little things. What are we're talking about? Like, that we all can agree that Earth. So that's just like doesn't make sense in my head because of that.
It's science. It's been always science. It's always, we always knew it. Like it was like a few years ago, a father unalived his children. You probably heard, because he thought they were lizard people, and was created by one person.
Reptiloids?
Reptiloids, yeah. It's part of that theory that was created by one person because he was bored. And thousands of people started believing in this, like it's a real thing. And like literally people started, people hurt because of this theory, and it's reptiloids and all of that, and that's Q something. Okay, I don't remember. I didn't write it down.
Do you remember this old movie? The translation in Russian of this movie was "Чужие среди нас." "Чужие среди нас." Maybe it's something like "Aliens Among Us" with the
Strangers Among Us, maybe.
Yeah, maybe something like this. The main part was by this wrestler, Roddy Piper. He already died, but he was, I don't know, in very few of the movies. And the movie is about a man. He's coming to New York, maybe some other city, I don't remember. And he's homeless, and he finds a pair of sunglasses, and when he puts them on, he can see everything is really different. And there's not some ads around him, but like sleep, I don't know, pay, buy, something like this, just like it's an orders. And that there's a real people and the aliens who don't even look like real people, but when he takes the glasses off, then he sees everything like there is. Yes, Natasha, take the glasses off.
Oh, no. Yeah. I don't think I saw that watch that movie. No.
Yes, and after he finds it out, of course, aliens start to follow him because they want him dead, because nobody should know about them. It's just a movie, of course, but when there's such a strong theory that lizard people are among us, and we just don't know what they look like, it can be a real good source of a mental illness, and it can be a real good source for violence, of course.
Yeah, I think like people who actually believe in that theory, and that's huge. It's like right now, it's this movement is enormous, and I should have wrote it down, but it was literally created by one person from boardroom, and here you go. And so that's what the conspiracy theories, that's what cults do to you, right? They can affect people who are not really in a good mental state, and people do horrible things to themselves and each other. But that's very dark topic, and it's like completely different probably subject, and we want to keep it on a lighter note.
All in the Matrix.
I mean, I know, wrote it down, Matrix here, right here. Yes, that we're living Matrix. What do you think?
Honestly, with the development of AI, it's becoming like more and more and more scary for me, because okay, I'm a scaredy cat to begin with. I'm afraid of everything to begin with. But imagine, well, where's it going? Look at it. It's developing so rapidly. It's developing its own mind, right? And have you seen those memes where Sarah Connor is like, she's like in distress, where you stop telling AI about your day, or stop telling it about your feelings, because it's gonna learn, right? So this is something that's coming. This is something that's our life right now. And thinking about it as remember our childhood, right? Go back to our childhood. We didn't have cell phones. What are you talking about? And now we have AI, we have robots, we have chips that go into our head and like help people move after strokes and whatever. Paralyzed people can control their limbs again, So it's all going somewhere, and I don't know where is it going. Maybe we're already there. We're already in the Matrix, and we just don't know, and we can't. Deja vus. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
That's what I just wanted. I keep in this word in mind. I'm like, I'm gonna say deja vu now, and now, boom, you said it. Yeah.
It happens to me so often, and whenever it happens, it sends shivers down my spine. I'm like, why?
I live that.
Notice it. Why did I have to notice it? because every time I notice it, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not really alive. I'm just like somebody's imagination or whatever. I don't know.
Did you
And do
have
you
déjà
know the
vus, Yulia?
theory? Yes,
Go ahead.
a lot of them. Do you know the theory about déjà vus? That there's a real thing, that the time travel is a real thing, and when you have déjà vu, it means that someone made this trip like around you, or place near you, and that's why you just picked it, because you're more sensitive to time changing than the others.
How about the effect where, what's the name of that effect where everybody
Butterfly effect?
Which one?
Butterfly effect?
No, not that one. How about there's a name for it. So essentially it's where everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people, certain group of people remember something happening one way, and then a whole bunch of other people remember it a totally different way. Like Luke, I am your father from the Star Wars, and apparently that's not what he says, and like so many people remember it that way, and people are like, no,
I don't know this one because I'm not a fan, so yeah, that's something new I learned.
Well, okay, but even like for something that's closer to us is like, remember when Yeltsin was leaving the post of the president, he was saying, I'm tired, I'm going away, right? Я устал, я ухожу. And apparently that's not what he said. Apparently he said something else, and everybody remembers it that way. And then they show the rerun of his speech, and he says a different thing, and we're all like, what the hell? Why are we all remembering it that way? So the theory is, going back to quantum immortality, that some of us died at some point in life, and then we transferred into a different reality where that's not how it happened. That's not what he said when he was leaving the post of the president. That's why certain people believe it this way, and certain people remember it that way, which freaks me out, because it's true. It happens a lot.
Like, remember that movie?
We all live in multiverse.
Yeah, like recent movie about Beatles, when everybody forgot about Beatles and their songs, and only like a few people remembered, and the one guy who remembered it very well, he became very famous, like singing Beatles songs, but no one else remembered Beatles besides like him and a couple of people who like had accidents at the same time that something hit Earth. So that's like sounds. It's like. Yeah, but it's not that bad. Like, if it doesn't sound so bad. We don't even know we died. That's in which just transferred. That would be good. I take that.
I mean, yeah, in one way, it kind of makes you less afraid, right? Because majority of people, I shouldn't say everybody, but majority of people are afraid of death because we don't know what's next.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And apparently, we're just like transferring realities from one
to
another one.
Yeah, I'm taking that one. But
at the same token, Natasha, doesn't that sound like purgatory?
That's a pretty good one. It's a very good one.
Yeah, but it kind of sounds like that, because like you're in a wheel, you can't exit.
Yeah, but we don't know about it.
Or you're in a matrix.
Maybe. But I don't know about it.
Or Matrix is a purgatory.
Or Matrix is a purgatory. You see, we're finding out the truth. That's what happened.
Yeah.
We'll get it. We'll get it. Eventually, we'll get it. And they will all know. We'll create our own conspiracy theory. How about our very recent pyramids? It's a little bit later because I cannot get off that subject. How about Michel Macron is a dude?
Oh yeah, heard about that. It's a favorite topic of a lot of people. People who hate Macron, people who love Macron, people who don't know anything about Macron, but because of the climate, because of all of this transgender climate, and presidents are kind of clowns now, and they on the stage, I don't know, doing some very interesting gigs. This subject, this theory is well known even here.
But is it a conspiracy theory? Or is it the fact?
My question, who cares? Like, leave him alone. If she's a woman, okay. She's a man, okay. Who cares?
It's the point of a lie. It's the point that
exactly, of a big person.
Those people feed you so much lies that you cannot believe even the slightest things. That if you have the slightest doubt about something, that's it. It's a lie, because you just don't trust anyone.
Yeah, it's like more oil added to fire with that was particular
But
noise.
again, tell me, at what point in human history could you ever 100% believe a politician?
Some people do. Some people do, and they rely on government 100%. They will do everything government tells them. We're not political. We're not talk about politics, but it's true. It's
But
true.
okay, I don't know. Even I personally think that things like that are created to distract us, and that's my conspiracy theory too. That I do believe that things like that are created to distract us from far bigger and more important things that are happening in you know in the world, because nobody should care whether or not Macron's wife is a woman or a man. Nobody should care about that. But we're all talking about it. Why? Because there's something else going on that they don't want us to know about.
But they know that
Yeah,
they're
and
suing
because
now
this
American
spicy.
journalists. Yeah. Yeah, they're
And
suing right now
intelligence.
an American journalist who raised this topic, who actually,
And the
started doing
American
it.
journalist is going to get a Netflix deal, which is going to be like millions of dollars or whatever, like writing a book about the whole experience, and then all of them win in the end. But my thing is that what are they distracting us from?
It's just I want to say that there's a lot of people who actually got hurt because of this theme with Macron, because this doctor that actually died or maybe unalived himself, and there's some other people. I'm not saying that I'm following this particular theme, but because of that, because of how many people actually get involved in this, people still think that this theme is worthy of talking about.
It's very, very dark again, and but yeah, things like this. Let's go to more fun stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
super fun stuff. Do you think Marilyn Monroe unalived herself, or she
Oh no,
was
I don't think so.
unalived?
Oh no, but wait. If we're starting to talk about unaliving people, Epstein.
Oh yeah.
That's not a theory, conspiracy theory though. It's actually no, you're right. There's things that could be, yeah.
Because
Right.
nobody knows what really happened, right?
Yeah,
Same thing
we're
with
gonna lose
Marilyn
the
Monroe.
connection again.
Marilyn
Yeah,
Monroe knew things about people that maybe she shouldn't know, right?
yeah. She was
There's
in
this,
government.
yeah, but there's this another theory about celebrities, like in all, Monroe,
Elvis
Michael
Presley.
Jackson, and a lot of other people, yeah, like that they are not actually dead, that they were removed from their fame, they were removed from this all of this TVs and everything, just because they knew something, or just because they wanted to like go away and have a rest themselves.
Well, okay, like if I believe that Michael Jackson had enough money and resources to just walk away, I do believe that. But if somebody else were to remove them, I don't believe that, because it's just easier to unalive a person. Why would you,
That's
pay money to cover it all up and give them a whole new identity, or, keep protecting them until they die and whatever. That's just too much stuff. Honestly, that's too much hassle. But if Michael Jackson himself wanted to just like leave everything behind and start from scratch, that I believe he had enough money to do that.
Yeah. And do you believe in the theory of Club 27?
What is that
There's
one?
Never
this,
heard of it.
Club 27. It's a lot of celebrities that actually died at 27 years of old. It's boom 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 boom. I don't remember. Just Google them. Some of the singers,
Club 27.
and I
Let's
think
do
Bob
that.
Dylan or someone that was the first one who died at the age of 27.
So what's the theory? Why are they dying at 27?
Some of the theories that there's a curse. Some of the theories that they actually sold their souls to the devils, and that's the per se, that's the
Ooh,
the particular age that they had to be taken from us.
interesting. Never
Amy
heard of it.
Winehouse, no?
Hmm?
Amy Winehouse,
How old was she?
Yes.
Kurt Cobain.
27.
Wow.
Oh,
Yes.
you're
And Bob
googling
Dylan,
it.
I guess. But
Wow.
Bob Dylan, I think it was the first one.
Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix. That's interesting. I've never heard of
What
that.
What Brian Jones? Wait a second. What Brian Jones?
Brian Jones.
Yes, we have Brian Jones, who's like, you know,
English
who's
musician.
pretty alive now.
Founder of the Rolling Stones.
Oh, okay.
Brian Jones. But that
Yeah, I'm not really.
I've never heard of that. That is so interesting.
It is.
Wow.
Definitely, yeah, definitely looking into it.
Have you heard the guy? What's his name? He's this Russian pop star that everybody's saying that he made a deal with the devil. He's all tatted up and whatever. What's his name?
Morgenstern.
Morgenstern.
Morgenstern. How old is he?
I don't know actually. How old is he?
Because everybody was saying that he actually probably because of the way that he looks. He looks kind of devilish with all of his tattoos and all of his whatever.
Oh, so he's just a drug addict, so I'm sorry, but he's I don't like him.
How old? Let's see. How old is he? He's 27 years old.
Okay.
If he dies this year before he turns 28, look at that.
Hopefully. Yeah, he's gonna be in this club. Yeah, okay.
Well, how old was Detzel, who just recently?
He was over 30. I think he was like something like 32 or something like this.
One who would be having any deals with other world would be Ozzy, right? But he lived over 70.
But he's the actual Dark King himself.
I know,
so,
right?
Nah.
Like he would be the one, but he's not. He definitely does not belong to that club. He's lived a good. He was a funny guy though. I watched his reality show, so he was a funny guy.
Did you read his autobiography?
No.
It's really cool. You should just try to find it and read it, because it's very honest. It's very funny. It's really funny because he had a real nice sense of humor, and he doesn't hide a lot of things because he knows that there's no point of hiding because of the life he led. And it's one of those autobiographies that I actually liked. It was nothing like painted himself a great guy who was always wanted to, like bring peace to the earth. He talked about himself really honest, and I think that's why a lot of people actually loved him, because of how funny he was even about himself.
Yeah, that you would think that he was like this cool, dark lord, dark guy doing, I don't know, whatever he did at home. Most of his time he spent in bed with his wife watching Weather Channel. He loved Weather Channel. It's his favorite show. Look at the weather in London.
His daughter looks amazing now.
Now she does, yeah. They had to, I love that show. But there's no conspiracy theory about him. Like he's just lived pretty honest life, as Yulia said, like pretty open.
Another conspiracy theory about the celebrities, Elvis Presley. That Elvis Presley is not only alive, but that he was actually an alien.
Oh yeah.
That's why he was taken away from us because he completed his mission or whatever.
There's a tons of theories about celebrities. I remember this one about these. I think it was jazz musician from the early 20th century, and that he sold his soul to the devil, and he actually died very, very young. I don't remember his name, but I think there's the movie called Crossroad is about this particular musician. And now actually there's a lot of things that, sometimes celebrities show some kind of signs, like they do something with their hands, with their fingers, and make their signature look or something like this. And a lot of people say that this is a sign that they're Masons or whatever, that they sold their souls or something like this. So yeah, and I think that celebrities, they just know about it, and they want to make all of those talks happening. So I don't really believe in this series. It's funny, but a little stupid.
Yeah, maybe they're having fun with it, but yeah, I heard a lot of there you show certain signs with your fingers, or you wear like a red soul on your shoes. It's like some red soul club or society. Yeah, there's like a lot of theories about it, and with recent event with P Daddy, right? You don't know.
Yeah.
It could be all true. They belong to some club that is not really fun, and it's impossible to have this conversations and not go in some dark direction with that. I don't know, but
oh yeah,
let's probably that will be one of the conspiracy theories that everybody talks about right now, and it's huge, and it's new world order. What do you think about
oh
that?
yes.
I thought that was an old one. Isn't that an
It's but it like it's yeah, it's been talked, people talked about it forever, but now it's like a lot of people believe in it. It's not like conspiracy theory mostly anymore. But what it's less, I look at it like it's not a conspiracy theory anymore. But what do you think about it? About the dark
There's a lot of,
government? Does it
I
exist?
think that there's a lot of these things, and sometimes it's really plausible. And when you heard some things, it first of all, when it scares you, really scares you, it means that you believe in this, some point of this maybe. There's this theory that I've heard recently, and I told you about this a couple of days ago, that
Yeah.
there's globalists and ultra globalists, and the globalists, they want to make a lot of technology things, that they want maybe some kind of a matrix or something like this.
like Musk?
But ultra globalists, yeah, what?
Like Elon Musk?
Yeah, like Elon Musk. And ultra globalists, they want to change humans themselves. They want to make two separate, like like apes and humans, something like this. They want to change the genome of humans, and like in the I don't know, something like in Aelita. You remember this movie? It was based on Japan anime. Very, very rich people that live 140, 150 years, that live somewhere, eat really good food, they don't need to work, and they are this elite. And all of the others that live somewhere in some controlled environment, they live 40, 60 years old, till 60 years old, and they die because they have a lot of genetic diseases and everything, and they need to vaccinate a lot because of this, and they just do all the work. And this is a very dark theory about globalists and ultra globalists, the dark government, that there's even real names that been said about this theory. It's Schwab and
Yeah, right.
some others. I don't remember.
Soros,
I don't
probably.
remember. Maybe even Soros. I don't remember. I remember about Schwab, but this theory scares a lot of people.
Already, I think it's happening right now already.
Yes,
People,
yes.
who live in countries less developed, they don't live as long. They work, in horrible conditions. They don't have clean water and sanitation, so therefore they die earlier, right? And then people
but
are rich.
Yeah, but the theory is about changing the genome of the people, so it will not be just people from developing countries and the third world countries and something like this. It will be real different pieces, like humans that always live longer and cleaner, and all the others. And it doesn't mean whether it doesn't matter what they live, America, Europe, or Africa. It doesn't matter.
But how would they do that?
That's what I just heard yesterday.
Just a theory. They would do that because of the vaccinations and because of the like pharma, big pharma.
CRISPR. Yeah. Did you guys hear about CRISPR?
What is CRISPR?
CRISPR is a technology that will allow us, and already allows us in the beginning stages, to change DNA. They developed.
In Japan,
Yes, they developed. Remember, in Japan, what they did, they deleted the extra chromosome from the cells of a person from Down syndrome. So they deleted that extra chromosome, and so then cells started replicating without the extra chromosome. So they're hoping to eliminate Down syndrome altogether as a genetic disease. So,
and a lot of other diseases,
and a lot of other genetic diseases, because they can go inside of the genome and oh my!
Do you remember the movie? I think it was early 2000s or maybe late 90s with Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke, when there's a, we like people live in a very far future, and people decided to go on with eugenica and actually, make very clean, very perfect humans, and people just, they don't birth humans anymore because they make humans in the labs. And there's this whole group of people that genius, they have perfect bodies, they have perfect minds and everything, and the other people that actually give birth, they, like, everybody thinks they are well above the others, and like a second class or something. And the Ethan Hawke plays the guy
Like
who actually wants to become. No, 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 no. It's not. It's not this. It's the movie. I don't remember the actual title. Maybe I don't have a phone with me because I'm recording on the phone. So maybe if you can Google it, I think it's very old. It's more than 20 years.
Nadia can Google anything. She's recording on her computer. She can Google.
So.
As traveling outer space, grounded by his status as genetically inferior or invalid, right? He decides to fight his fate by using the genes of Jude Law, a laboratory engineered valid person. Gattaca.
Yeah.
It's called Gattaca.
Yes, Gattaca. Yes.
I want to watch that now.
I need to write down everything. It's just a lot of good movies I want to watch that I haven't watched that you mentioned today. That 2020 was actually a rehearsal time, right? To see how people can be obedient and if they can take those, shots willingly. And that the next disease that will come, that will be already not a training, that will be already a real thing that will then inject and, change this.
Yes. Sometimes I really do feel that there's a bunch of people who work by reading all of the, anti-utopian books and fantastic books that have been written during 20th century, all of the horrible ones, and they write down all the most horrible ideas they had in those books and just say, okay, let's try with this one.
Sounds good. This one sounds like
fun.
Sounds
good.
I have a little bit of a fatalist outlook on all of that. My thing is that, okay, if this comet that's coming is an alien ship, if we have those people, like you said, the globalists and whatever, who rule the earth and do whatever it is that they want to do with us, including changing our genes and doing whatever. My take on all of that is, what can I do? I can do nothing. So basically, I'm like, I don't care. I'm just going to live on my life and worry about not saving enough money for my retirement, right? Like, have my own little problems, stew in my own little problems, my bad self-esteem or whatever else I have, right? Because there's still nothing that I could do. Even if all of this is real, all of this is happening behind closed doors and curtains and whatever, there's nothing that I can do about it.
And then the survivalists come knocking at your door. Hello, I know everything about those theories and I know the way out.
Oh, that would be great. That would be great. Let's just organize those, communities to try to get out. How about bunkers? So, that the, very super rich, extremely rich people, they build those huge bunkers. One in Hawaii that was burned just recently. In that place, the Zuckerberg, he's building this enormous bunker, and also Amazon Bezos is building one, and what his Microsoft Gates is building one. Is that true or not true?
Well, the thing is that, okay, even if it's true, I'm for sure not gonna get invited because I don't know those guys.
I know, but we organize those communities and we'll go straight there to Hawaii. We're gonna.
What are we gonna do? Run there?
row your boat, and we're like,
I literally don't think it's worth a lot of thought. And every time, and I think about it, right? I think about those things too, and I'm like, oh, and what if this is true? Oh, and what if that? But in my head, right after I make myself anxious, I'm like, there's nothing I can do about it. I need to stop thinking about it. and focus on.
How about, can we at least like store some toilet paper and canned food?
Natasha, please don't be one of those who stores toilet paper, okay? You and me,
Here you go.
and I'm pretty sure Julia also know how to survive without toilet paper because we have been doing this before. We've done it before.
But what about canned food?
Our people have done it before. We can survive without toilet paper.
Okay, so we will be the ones, the survivors.
We will survive, right? Because we know how to live without toilet paper.
Yeah, we lived through the Soviet Union. We know with those toilet papers on the necklace, toilet paper necklace.
You see, that was boot camp. Boot camp for the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you cannot stop us. I don't know, unless you stop us, and then we're stopped. So, girls, this is absolutely one all-time favorite subject for me. We'll never stop talking about it, but we'll talk because we're almost done with our recording today. But it's pyramids. Oh my God, how much I love learning about pyramids, watch videos, read about it. Mostly watch videos right now. Tons of videos and theories about it. What do you think? What happened? Who built those pyramids?
Have you seen Stargate?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say something about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stargate is a series. I think it was in the 90s, right? It was filmed in the 90s. And it literally explains everything about the pyramids and Egyptian gods. That Egyptian gods are actually aliens that once came to Earth, and they ruled people and they enslaved people, and they were good gods also, but they were also bad gods. And majority of them were bad because they were power hungry and they just wanted to enjoy, being gods on Earth. And they literally explain how everything was built and how those Egyptian gods came about. And Stargate literally gave you explanation about everything, about all of the possible universes that exist, about all the possible galaxies that exist, about everything and everything and everything. So whoever wrote that probably knew something.
Yeah, it all started with the movie Stargate. And after this, it's made a real big TV series. And I think they had some spin-offs with this series. So it's the whole universe.
Yeah. I forgot the name. What is that TV series on Science Channel? Aliens.
Ancient
Probably.
Aliens?
Yeah. Ancient. Yeah. Ancient Aliens. I love that one. But they always talk about.
I like the guy. What's his name? He has like this curly hair and like crazy.
Yeah, I love him. He's so funny.
I think he does the crazy hairdo on purpose so that people like remember him.
He's so funny. But yeah, but I believe that theory about gods, Egyptian gods that weren't really gods, and then Rome's basically the copy of those gods, and but anytime I believe that over little Egyptians carrying those bricks on their backs or just pulling them with ropes. I will never believe that. And most people don't believe that that's true, and there's an explanation, and there's technologies that exist that those ropes could withstand that weight. I don't think so.
No.
No.
Do you remember? Am I imagining it? That in the show, the pyramids were actually like docking stations for the ships. Is that from there, or is that from someplace else that I'm confused?
It's like one of the reasons, when they discovered those huge poles underneath the pyramids. Yeah, they now think that it's a pyramid is just a top of the iceberg, and then that's just a little, electrical charging thing.
I've heard the theory that the pyramids are chargers of some sort.
Because they're not only in Egypt, they're all around the world, and some of them are hidden, like the one in China. It's a huge pyramid, but they don't even allow planes go over this. It's covered with trees and everything, but it's there, and they're not allowing people to know about that. But even Egyptians, they don't really let people, scientists go and dig deeply and research it for real, like those pyramids and everything that's going on. They keep the little secrets. They know. They don't want us to know, but we know. They don't want us to know, but we know.
So you see, the pyramids are basically like Tesla charging stations or whatever.
Yes, for those huge, Tesla trucks from the other planets or dimensions. They just zoom in, chart the little or huge ships, and zoom out, and leave us alone here instead of like protecting us and give us some guidance right now, because we're like in certain now times we're lost and don't know what's going on and what's going to happen. And on this happy note, girls, very optimistic and positive.
Just live your life. Live your life to the best of your ability, because you never know when aliens will come.
That's it. That's it. And we're not gonna do like the Independence Day movies. Remember when they stood on the roof of the building? Hello, like strangers from another world, and then they boom, 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 boom them. Yeah, we don't want. We're not. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. So, but
We're
anyway,
gonna hide.
just live your life to the best. Live your best life, because if they're gonna come in our lifetime or not, we don't know that. But you can't stop living, right?
That's right. What do you think? What do you wish people, Yulia?
I think that people actually need to just calm down a little, because what happens will happen, and just, knowing something, you already are a little bit prepared for this. So maybe just read something, watch something, but just don't panic. Panic is the worst thing ever.
Yeah. So what do you think is like be aware?
Yeah, be aware.
No.
Just don't put your life on to this. You just don't make it impossible for you to live happy.
Yeah, and don't wait for the aliens on the roof of your house with a billboard. Come and take me. Okay, but
maybe you just need to have a little bit, a little deeper basement.
Yeah, but
just
remember.
in case.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
But remember, guys,
the merch is
we're
done.
still
Orders.
the merch is like we're still selling it. So whatever we said right now, but be prepared and aware. Hear what I'm talking about. Okay, right now it's on sale.
Sounds good.
Okay, guys, that was so much fun. We just scratched the top of the iceberg, like top of those pyramids. Because if we start, we need to like have one this conspiracy theory and just go all the way, to the bottom, and dig those layers, like peel the layers of that, because there's a lot of good stuff that we did not even mention. Thank you everyone for watching us. Thank you girls for just this amazing time.
Thank you, and until later.
Thank you, and bye-bye.
Bye, see you next time.